Hello and welcome to my first video regarding Amnesia Justine. This will be one video of three to show you how to set up Amnesia to start a Justine game, have save states, and also what config files you have to change for it to be set up in a way that you can learn Justine how you want to have it. First off, you should have Amnesia as a game. In my case, I have the Steam version. I'm not 100% sure if this is also possible with the non-Steam version, but I'm pretty sure that should be the case. In this case, I will show you how you have to set up the Steam version. So what you have to do is pretty much have the game installed, and you have two ways to start Justine. Generally speaking, you have this launcher for Amnesia Dark Descent, and then you have the button here to start Justine. This is the regular version, how to do it. But also, this version, I can show you real quick, does not have any save states, which will be a problem if you want to run, for example, any percent, or also the no any percent, just Justine in general. As you can see, no save here, only profile, start options, and exit. So you want to have save states because that's the easiest way to learn skips, to learn specific strats, and so on. So what you have to do as the first thing would be to right click, go to properties, and then click on set launch options, open it up, and then you will see I have already something in there, which is config/ptest underline main underline init dot config or CFG. So what this does is pretty much start the Amnesia game with the configuration file of the Justine game. This means, I can just show you real quick how that looks. This is pretty much how the game gets started. There is a huge difference between the regular start and this start. As you can see now, it still shows that Amnesia Justine is started, but when you take a look on the left side, on the right side, it shows you that you have continue, start your game, load game, custom story, and so on. So you can actually load a save state, or also create a save state with F4. So this is super important for speedrunning to set yourself some save states up for learning different skips or strategies. So this is the first easy thing that you have to do. Then we are going to continue with some settings. So for Amnesia, it's super important to have settings specifically to the game. So if you never ran Amnesia, but you have the game, for example, it's very important to have a pretty high gamma because it's a game, technically speaking, that is very dark. So for my case, I have a 2.0 gamma pretty much. And also what is important to have this on true. This is in the main settings config, which can be found in your documents folder, Amnesia, main, and then this will be the only config file that you can find in here. Also, very important, whenever you start an Amnesia game, it will create an ordner or like a folder. Not an ordner. That's the German word for it. So when you have a folder for your profile, you can click in it and see that there is some new stuff in it. There is user keys and user settings. This is very important that you have also to change them. This will be also the place where your save files are located at. And for me, in my case, I have like all the skips that I use and all the save files that I use for my training and learning of the game. So I have them in the new folder. It's whatever. I just name it differently. And then whenever I want to swap it out, I just copy paste it back and forth, which one I'm working on right now. So very important. The user keys are the keys that you have to use to change the settings in the game. Sadly, there is actually an issue with setting up the keys, especially specific keys that are a little bit different. For example, the mouse wheel. It is very important in this game to use the mouse wheel for jumping, as there is multiple skips. If you do any percent, not sure if you have to do it whenever you would do just a glitchless run. So I would say for any percent, super important. For glitchless, maybe. So in this case, this is an any percent setup category video, because that's pretty much what I'm running right now. So in this case, just follow me around. So pretty much the most important one is this line here, the jump primary, which for my case, I put it on mouse button dot wheel down, which is the down wheel, and same for the up wheel. So what I do is just scroll up and down to switch in between the stuff. Also, what I have for crouch is I have space there, because it's easier for me to press spacebar to crouch than to press control. But you can change that around however you like. So in this case, it's only the secondary ones that have a little bit of an issue to set up in the game, that they will keep whatever you put in there and so on. That's why it's easier to change it in a config file. So that's very important. Then we have user settings. Let me just check here. I don't think I have any specific thing in here. I'm pretty sure that's everything on default. So I just have default mouse sensitivity and so on. I guess I have subtitles on, but you can also put them off. Also, if you change it to other things, also that's what I have on here is allow quick save. So maybe that would be something that you should have to enable, so you can press F5 and F4 for saving different steps. If you just copy paste the one that I have, you can also do that. So whenever you do that, I can just show you how it is. So I already showed you outside of the game that there is a save file that I have. So I can just go in and just continue with that one. And whenever I have that, you can see, just let me change that real quick so it's actually brighter. So I would suggest in OBS to actually change the brightness settings as well, because this game does not, or OBS does not see that there is already some gamma in place and will ignore it. So it's pretty important that you want to see something, but also the people that you are speedrunning for, or like showing it, also have it put on. So you can just see pretty much that's why it would be this dark if you don't have gamma on, and it's pretty much this dark or this bright if you have gamma on. So very, very important. And also now I can just go somewhere else, press F4, press F5, and I would be at the same place. So this is super important for setting up specific places in the run. So this will be, this is the first one of 3 videos. The other ones will be, one will be for the easy strats of any percent in Justine, and one will be for the harder strats in Amnesia Justine. So pretty much the world record strats. I'm still not 100% the best at the harder strats, so I'm still using, for example, one skip at the end, which is still the one of the easy strats, but still I can show you how to do them, and yeah, that's pretty much for it. Yeah, pretty much the whole thing to set up Amnesia Justine, to have the save files available, and what settings you have to put in for it to run. Pretty much. If you need some additional help, for example, for OBS, hit me up. I can help you with that as well. To, for example, set up live split, set up no board. Not sure if you guys know that or not, but I can also show you that real quick. So I can just show you the live split and the no board that I have set up for my runs. Just open them up real quick. So this is what I have. So whenever I click any of my keys, so no word is for them, it will also show my scroll wheel here, or if I do middle mouse button, what I normally don't really use, crouching, running, VSW, and so on. And the same for the live split, that it runs also with the game. So that's pretty much for me right now. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. I will also do a video right after to show you all the easy strats to just get to the end of the run. And then we will I will show you the improved strats for the better version of it to make it even better than it was before. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.